Emmanuel Macron lashed out as Sebastian Kurz as negotiations over the European Union's coronavirus recovery descended into acrimony. The French president laid into his Austrian counterpart during the fraught talks over the bloc's future, which have now entered into their fourth day. Mr. Macron has led a vicious assault on the so-called «Frugal Four», of whom Austria is a member, after the group of fiscally conservatives nations shot down the French leader's hopes for a €750 billion war chest to send aid to pandemic-stricken economies. During the diplomatic standoff in Brussels, Mr. Kurz told reporters, "If someone thinks they can dictate here and say, 'This is it,' or that they go home, the summit may fail, but I hope that's not the way it is." His outburst came after Mr. Macron suggested he had ordered aides to ready France's private jet to take him back to Paris. The French president exacted revenge on Mr. Kurz late on Sunday night as the marathon talks showed no signs of an agreement. As the Austrian left the room to take a phone call, Mr. Macron fumed, "You see. He doesn't care. He doesn't listen to others, has a bad attitude. He handles his press and basta." Mr. Macron wants to defend his original plan that contained €500 billion in grants for the worst-hit countries from the coronavirus crisis. The Netherlands, Austria, Denmark and Sweden fought hard to reduce the size of the package to €350 billion in grants with another €350 billion in loans in a total deal with €700 billion. With the support of Finland, the nations also said their offer was conditional on rebates to their EU budget contributions. The frugal leader's offer represented a significant change from their pre-summit position that no grants should be distributed under the fund. Mr. Macron compared their stance to David Cameron's refusal to hand over vast sums of cash to Brussels at previous budget summits. France, Germany and Spain insisted grants should be ring-fenced at no less than €400 billion. In a bid to broker a compromise deal, European Council President Charles Michel this morning floated a new figure for €390 billion to be handed out to the worst-hit countries. He eventually called talks off and ordered leaders to reconvene later this afternoon. Diplomats praised the new figures and said the fresh offer could herald a breakthrough in the marathon talks.